Hi, my name is Dana Robertson, and I'd be the perfect person to win this competition. I mean, I'm filming this on my phone, and I'm staring at my Spider-Man case. Like, I have a Spider-Man phone case, it's right there. I'm probably the most obsessed person with Marvel in the whole world, and I know everybody's going to say that. So you can just picture that generic person that's obsessed with Marvel, has tons of shirts, all sorts of random stuff. Like, I'm looking at like 6 different Spider-Man things I have in my room right now. That's me. And then I also have a lot of things that are going to set me apart and prove why I should win this thing. I don't know if you can see it all the way, but this is a Spider-Man shirt. Just I felt like I should point that out since I love Spider-Man. It's true. I go to college here in Oregon, so all of like the majority of my Marvel stuff and the majority of all the stuff that I should be showing off in the background here is all back home, along with my good camera, which is why I'm filming this on my phone. And I'm not that great at editing, so don't sue me. Just a little bit of backstory on me. I'm 19, and I literally have been obsessed with superheroes for 19 years. That's all I can remember. I've had superhero birthday parties growing up. My Sweet 16 was Marvel themed. Don't know how many girls can say that, but my cake was Spider-Man. It was pretty great. I grew up watching all of the cartoons and like Justice League, and I know that's DC, and I know this is a Marvel competition, but I love both sides. I've dressed up like Wonder Woman. A lot of my costumes, my Halloween costumes growing up were superheroes or other geeky things. Also love Star Wars. I feel like a lot of those things go hand in hand. That's another big thing about me, is that I love to dress up in costumes for all the different things that I enjoy. If you go to my Instagram, you can see I have a highlight with all my costumes over the years, which is super fun. A lot of my costumes growing up was superheroes. I think I did Wonder Woman like 3 times. I haven't done any Marvel costume. No, I was Spider-Girl in 8th grade. Wasn't my best, but I'm going to give it another shot. Hope if I win this, I'll be able to use the money like in a good way, put it towards college and stuff like that. But I also want to get a true Spider-Girl costume, and it'd be so cool. But the majority of my last couple costumes were like other geeky things. I was a Jedi for a couple years. It was great. The big thing about me is that I really like to dress up in costumes, and I love going to Comic-Cons, which, speaking of that, before I move on though, this Spider-Man shirt, I keep forgetting that I'm cutting. It's really hard to do a video without someone holding it, and I don't have a tripod for my phone, so make and do. But I thought my shirt was in the frame, but it's not. But Spider-Man, woo! Now, speaking of Comic-Con, I have been going to Comic-Con since I was in 7th or 8th grade. I think it was 8th grade, and I've been to 4 now, I think. And the first time I was not prepared, and I only wore a Spider-Man shirt. For the next 3 times, I dressed up in costumes, and it was super fun. My first big thing that stands me out from the rest of everybody else is I went to Comic-Con last year dressed as Violet from The Incredibles, and I know this is not Marvel, but this year for the Rose City Portland Comic-Con banner, I am like featured front and center in the middle of it in my Violet costume. So I thought that I would insert a picture of that here.
That's me right there in the middle, in full Violet costume. I had a great time at Comic-Con, and a little girl even wanted to take her picture with me.
Because you can go online and type in like Rose City Comic Con, and on the website I'm on the front page, which I think is super cool. So I hope that I can have an equally awesome costume this year, and winning this competition would definitely let me be able to do a super authentic costume for Comic Con. When I was little, my parents got me a Marvel encyclopedia, DC too, but this contest is about Marvel. And I have read that thing cover to cover probably 20 times. I love all of the stories that Marvel has created, and I love that they've turned them into movies, even though I critique the ones that are not as comic accurate. But I think everybody tends to do that. And I can still enjoy them for what they are, and I'm so happy that cable TV is providing this opportunity for someone, even if it doesn't end up being me, to be able to get $1,000 and watch all the movies just straight, like 40 hours of cinema in a row. And it's gonna be an amazing opportunity. I'll probably do it anyway, even if I don't win. I've watched them spread out more. We had a whole group of friends that watched one movie a week leading up to Infinity War, which was super fun. And I can't wait to possibly have the opportunity to watch all of the movies just in a row and be able to live tweet about them. One thing that I might not be the strongest in is social media presence. And I know this competition requires it, but I can make sure that it happens. I've got a couple hundred friends on Facebook, a couple hundred followers, and I'll make sure that my Twitter, because my Twitter is not the one that's not as strong, and just because I haven't had a reason to use it before now, but I'll make sure that it gets big, and I'll put it on all my other social media platforms, and I'll make sure that my Twitter is super big so that I can live tweet all these movies and get CableTV a bunch more press and stuff like that. Because I want to make sure that I thank you during all of my live tweeting, because CableTV is the one that gave me this opportunity, potentially, but I'm hoping for it.
I figured I would just put a collection of my costumes here at the end just to show my dedication to Marvel and all my other obsessions. I haven't missed a Marvel premiere in maybe 4 or 5 years, and it's such a fun experience to be able to share my love of Marvel with all the other fans that are there, also at all the premieres. To close out my video, I just wanted to do a quick tribute to Stan Lee and how much he contributed to this world and how much he's going to be missed. I got to meet him once, and I still consider that one of the best days of my life, so Excelsior, Stan Lee.